I will build a big, beautiful clinic. This clinic would have caring people that would care for people with HIV and AIDS. Nurses and doctors would be willing to help out any patient.
If I had unlimited access to money and power, I would create a very huge and expensive-looking clinic. I would find a program that would let HIV and AIDS people to come and be helped. The clinic will distribute free condoms for safe sex every day.
If I had unlimited access to money and power to create service and support for people living with HIV and AIDS, I would build a community house to help them.
To change the prevention plan, they should inform kids in their sex ed classes or inform them when they're younger. The clinics will be less awkward, and instead of beating around the bush, they would tell the doctors or nurses straight up that they have HIV or AIDS so they can get treated for it.
They will work endless hours to find the cure of HIV. Also, when the cure is found, everyone will rejoice. A lot of people also don't have medical care. It's expensive and people don't have money. The community should get better access to vaccine and other medical needs to help prevent HIV for everyone. Also, they should change to start doing one-on-one help for insecure people with HIV.
With limited access to money and power, I would hire people who are knowledgeable of HIV and AIDS and send them off to schools where they can educate the youth on HIV and AIDS and prevention. I'd also send them to workplaces to educate adults who may also be parents so that they can educate their children.
Some said it came with the monkeys and some said it came with white men from overseas. Firstly, I would educate them more about HIV and tell them that HIV affects us all and it is here to stay and we need to fight this together because together we can.
The myth that I had is that HIV and AIDS is a killer disease. HIV and AIDS is from chimpanzees and monkeys. AIDS is a disease that only affects black people. You can be cured of AIDS by having sex with a virgin. Traditional healers have cured AIDS. AIDS is a primary disease of immoral people such as prostitutes or people who cheat on their partners.
The clinics will be free for people who need it, and it will look more like a hotel or a house rather than a scary clinic or a hospital. The more that it looks like a home, the more comfortable people will be to talk to the doctors. I won't just use my power to help those going through HIV or AIDS, but I will use it to help people that have chances of getting infected.
I think there should be more preventions throughout schools and events yearly to tell people about HIV and AIDS. There would be food, games, and stands teaching about HIV and AIDS and also prevention. I would tell them it is important that they get help than holding it in and risk not having help at all.
Also, I will put things about HIV on billboards so people can see what could HIV do so that they can have an idea so they can get checked up.
Also, I would talk to parents and help them give better talks to their children. Like me, the main thing I was told was to not have sex. But in the future, I do want to have children and I want to experience sex. So I don't think telling your kids not to have sex is going to help them because kids in high school have already experienced sex. I will give programs for parents to help give better advice, like using protection and letting them know how their children's future could look like.
They can share their story with each other so they wouldn't feel lonely. I would want to make the clinic red because it represents love.
I would create more clinics, doctors, and materials needed for everyone to get help and no one get left behind. More people would have access to clean clinics and new places that are close to their homes. Everyone should feel safe. Also, if parents were smart to tell their kids about awareness.
When you walk in, it feels fresh or warm depending the weather outside. While you're there, you will feel comfortable being there. We will also have a lab, and in that lab, we will try everything to cure AIDS.
You would hear the soft, calm ocean wave music, the smell of fresh air, and the cold breeze from the AC. The kids tasting a sweet, sugar-free lollipop.